Hi everyone, my friends boxers, and today we will talk about lead-up exercises for footwork. That is a pretty interesting technique, so watch and enjoy it. Let me explain you why you need this technique. For your hands, your speed and accuracy, we have speedback platform. With it you train your speed, accuracy and everything you need to hit hard. I need to point out that definitions of speed and accuracy should be one. If you're fast, then you're accurate. It can't be any other way, because as we know, the definition of accuracy is a factor of strength. Always keep it in mind. So, you practice your punches with speedback, and as for footwork, you can practice it with this plate. Some exercises can make your footwork really fast, others train correct stance of your legs. Such exercises train your accuracy during the fight. This technique implies that you just can't do it incorrectly. Sooner or later, you'll get the point. First of all, your plate should be stable. Not like this, you just have to step on the middle of it, at the most stable part of the plate. You remember you did exercises over here, you just had to take a step and punch. This motion looks like this, you remember it? Step and punch. That is the simplest lead-up exercise. That's important to move your right foot to the side. So you stand steadily, and pay attention to this, you have to catch this moment when you stand firmly. You see, that's quite simple. Well, if it's clear about footwork, then let's talk about punches. You step slowly and finish it with quick punch. Just keep it in mind, slow step and quick punch. Direct all your attention to your feet. And hit when the right moment comes. Step aside and punch, and once again. You see? Then let's get started. No, not like this. You have to put your foot at the middle of the plate. Right at the middle. Now you punch and jump over it. One foot you leave behind. And finish it with another hand. 1, jump over it, 2. 1, jump over it, 2. 1, 2. No, Max, you can do better. This exercise is about accuracy, so put your foot right in the middle. You see difference, the plate should be stable. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now look, many times you've already practiced hooks. You had to step aside and punch. Step aside and punch. We stick to this principle. And the same principle works here. You step and hook. Step and hook. You can see it. There are two options of doing this exercise. The first one is when you do small jumps from side to side. The second option is when both of your legs are included in work. 1, 2. 1, 2. And once again, put your foot accurately. Your footwork should be perfect. And also you can change your stance. Change position of your foot. Let's start. To see the results, you just have to get the point of this exercise. The next exercise for accuracy of your footwork. And here you have to move compass, and you can see markings on the floor, this cross. And according to it you have to move. So you need to take a step and turn around, take a step and turn around. As always, you step on the middle of the plate, come up to it and go away. You come up, step on the middle and go away. And once again, just move in a circle. That's quite simple. and there are pretty a lot of options of doing this. But how to punch when you move around? That is an issue. About 99% of all coaches I've met, they all taught me to punch with my left hand. And so that you could see, it looked like this. 1, 2. And only one coach told me to punch with my right hand. Let me show you, it's something like this. Once your foot in this position, you throw a punch, and then you continue. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And finally you have to reach the balance. But here is a crucial thing. It's about how you put your foot. You should lean on it with all your weight and turn it like this, so you'll be able to stand firm. You move in a circle, and when your foot reaches this position, you've already thrown a punch. And never move like this. That's not the way we do it. And the principle is the same when we move back. For example, let's say we start to punch with the right hand, and when you stop, after a pause, you finish with your left hand. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. If you have no questions, let's go. And your plate should always be stable under feet. No, try to focus on hooks. Only hooks now. It's easier to begin with it. We'll practice straight punches later. And there is one another thing that is important to know. This exercise directly depends on how far we move this part of our hand. It all depends on how you throw the punch. Something like this. As soon as your foot gets up here, you start to work with your hands. 1, 2. 1, 2. Look, your hands don't get into action after feet. It all happens concurrently. And the part when you include your hands should be the quickest. And look, another important exercise for your footwork. Now I'm in this stance, and I need to change it. That means I have to jump over the plate to get in another section. You come up to the plate, turn around, and change your stance. You just have to get from one section of this cross into another, without punches. If it's all clear, let's start. Without punches. And there is one more important thing to mention. It's coordination of your feet and hands. And coordination we can easily practice with this plate and cross. Besides, there are more than 90 different lead-up exercises, and all are based on this system. Of course, I can't show you all of them now, but the most significant ones you should remember and practice. For example, this one. It's quite simple. You jump on it, turn around, and speed up your hands. And again, you jump, you turn around, and accelerate as fast as you can. And if you need to stomp while doing this exercise, then stomp. It's totally up to you. Let's start if it's all clear. So, these several simple exercises can help every boxer to coordinate work of his hands and feet. Do it right and carefully. And always keep in mind why you're doing this, what is the point of every exercise. If boxer has no idea what every exercise is for, then it will never help him in fight. And everything comes down to punching, all these movements and jumps. And as I've already said, there are pretty much of different exercises, besides those ones we talked about today. and we will go through all of them in the next videos. So watch and enjoy.